Today we will solve the NMR C13 NMR spectra. So this is a step-by-step process. Here some steps are given. First of all, we will calculate the number of the peaks, as the number of the peaks will tell us the different kinds of the carbon atoms that are present in our molecule. And the second, we will determine the chemical shift value. Chemical shift value will tell us that which are present in our neighboring atom, and it tells us about a specific kind of the carbon as well. Find the integration value. This is our third step. In this step, we will determine the integration value. Integration value will tell us the number of the carbon atoms that have the same environment, and in the fourth, we will deduce these are respective structure. And here you may see the first of all we will see the IR spectrum and the mass spectrum, and then we will elucidate the structure from this C13 NMR spectrum. Here this is important that if you are given the IR spectrum and the mass spectrum, it will help you to elucidate the structure by using the C13 NMR spectrum. But if these are not given to you, then don't worry, it is not a very big deal. You may then elucidate the structure by using this spectra as well also. Okay, first of all we will take the help from the IR spectrum, as there is no specific peak in our IR spectrum, so no information can we get from this spectrum. Now come to think about the mass spectrum. Here first of all you are given the molecular formula, as you may see, C2H4Br2. Actually this is very much help for you. If we don't see the mass spectrum and only you are given the here the molecular formula as C2H4 and Br2, then you may easily deduce this structure. You don't need anything else. But if it is not given and only you are given the mass spectrum and they are along with this C13 NMR spectrum, then don't worry, it is not a big issue. So here if you see here you see the first of all the mass peak. In the mass peak you are given the 186, 188 or 190 peaks. Okay, and here you may see you are given the 107 peak and 109 peak, and these peaks are almost of equal abundance. And you know, in the mass spectrum when the two peaks of equal abundance are given and these peaks are about 79 less than that of the mass peak, then it means that these two peaks are due to the bromide or the bromine atoms. So it means the bromine atoms are present in your structure. So this thing that you elucidate from this mass spectrum, even if you are not given this molecular formula. So come to next. Here in this C13 NMR spectrum, here the two spectra are given: proton coupled spectrum and the proton decoupled spectrum. Proton coupled spectrum means that it gives you the splitting like this if the carbon is directly attached with the proton atoms. Like here you may see the carbon is directly attached with the two proton atom. One peak will be due to this carbon and the two peaks will be due to this two protons. So like this the proton coupled spectrum act. So here you may see here the three peaks are given in the proton coupled at one chemical shift value. This is due to the CH2. One peak is due to carbon and the two peaks are due to the two protons that are directly attached with the carbon atom. So if you and the proton decoupled spectrum, this is only one peak. It means that only one kind of the carbons are present. The carbons that are present are of the same chemical shift value. It means they have the same chemical environment. So now if you see the chemical shift value here, it comes round about in the 30 ppm value, and you know that this is the bromine atom is present in your structure. So it means that this peak is due to the carbon atoms that are directly attached with the bromine atoms. So if you know that only the two carbons are present, four hydrogens are present, and the bromine are present, and the carbons that the two are present are of the same chemical environment because they have the same chemical shift value, it means that your two carbon atoms should be present with the same environment. Same environment only it will have if the one bromine atom is attached here and the one bromine atom is attached here. As you know that the one carbon atom is directly attached with the two proton atoms, so here the one proton and here it will also contain one proton. So this is your respective structure that you elucidate from the C13 NMR spectrum, and this structure is 1,2-dibromo. What will become? Yes, right. 1,2-dibromoethane. So this is your relative structure. Okay, come to think of about it here, if this mass spectrum is not given and here it is also not given, then how you will elucidate this structure, because you don't know at this time that you have the bromine in your molecular formula. So here if you come here, these are the chemical shift value. As you can see here, there these chemical 30 ppm values are coming in this range, very much like the iodine, bromine, nitrogen, and even in these alkyl groups, the carbon atoms contains the range in its 30 values, 30 ppm values. So how you will find out that even if there is some functional group present, or the bromine, like bromine, iodine, nitrogen, chlorine, or oxygen or not? It is very simple. Like here, if these spectrum are not given to you and only this spectra is given, then it may be possible that your examiner wants you to perform some like a detection test in the laboratory. So it maybe at that time you are working in the laboratory. So what you will do, you will take this sample and then you will do the detection test. Do you know what is the detection test? Detection test for some halogens like the iodine, bromine, and the chlorine, like the nitrogen also. With the Lezine solution test, you may do these tests, and if the bromine is available, then you will automatically know that the bromine is present. And if these are absent, it means that the halogen groups are absent, nitrogens are absent. So it means that your chemical shift values are coming in this range because of the alkyl groups. Okay, so that's how you will reduce your structure from the C13 NMR spectrum. If you like my videos, then please subscribe my channel and please like, comment and share my videos.